Hey, what's going on with it once again? Ladies and gentlemen, bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters, fanboys and fangirls, all that good shit. This is the one, the only, of course, Mr. Nintendo Sony for 2011 8K Criticism Guide 2009, of course, Nintendo Manga 360, back again. For the first time in a long time, another cartoon conspiracy theory video. I haven't done this in a while. This is going to be actually 5 of them. As you read at the title up above and below, 3 of them have to do with, special shout out to this guy on Metro Tech University. He did this almost 2 months ago. I checked in his video again. It was like the evil type Pokemon, darkness type Pokemon, or ghost types if you want to be more specific. But anyways, 3 special shouts. I got to give a shout out to Metro Tech University, Avi, aka Octavia, and Proto Mario. A lot of people know who he is. Really huge, ginormous fucking PokeTuber. Not just that, but a cartoon or just a Pokemon theory addict guy. Along with does a couple rants every now and then. Before I do begin, real quick, this video is brought by this shit right here. 2 of them actually come from Chicago, Illinois. The other one's from Denver, Colorado. It's called Popcorn Las Vegas. Really good shit. Popcorn Girl Las Vegas. Definitely check that shit out. If you ever come to the 702, highly sure you gotta come to this little small restaurant stand. It is boss as fuck. I mean, it's only like $5-6 for this thing. Instead of the movies paying $12 for that, they cut it in half to like $5 to $6. So shit is fucking awesome. Highly recommend you try this shit out. They don't have a Facebook or Twitter. You just call them on the phone. That guy used to do back in the days. You can only call or text them instead. They might have a Pinterest. I don't know. I'll put that down in the description box below. Shit was boss as fuck. I ate like 6 of these fucking packs. They were awesome as hell. And with that said, without further ado, let's get this thing started. Okay, so you're going to see all the Pokemon I'm going to be talking about in the theories. The first 2 big ones I'm going to get out the way first because they're really long as hell. Is, of course, this one's a little bit funky too, but trust me on this when you see it. The first theory is about, this was the one from Proto Mario, is Pokemon Snap, the Nintendo 64 game for the 90s. If you were a 90s kid, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Plus, I got my Fade Holy Soldier haircut. Nice, badass shit. I haven't showed this off in a long time because it's been 3 months since the last time I had a fucking nice, sharp fade haircut. But anyways, let's get back to the thing. I'm not going to waste too much time on this either because I'm very limited on how much time I can use. But anyways, let's keep this shit moving. So, pretty much, this theory says, oh, why is Pokemon evil or Pokemon Snap evil? Is because it has something to do with Professor Oak being like the Stephen Hawking's, as Proto Mario says that he's the Stephen Hawking's and Albert Einstein of Pokemon, of the Pokemon universe. He sells his items to the highest bidders. Like, he sold shit to Team Rocket, the Safari Zone, Giovanni, the gym leaders, the Elite Four members, and what else did he sell it to? He sold it to a couple of Pokemon contest areas too, which is weird. And he sold some of the equipment to the SS Ant, so there's very little shit out of his reach. That's how Proto says it. Now, there's other parts of the theory to it that it might be a Matrix simulation thing where Todd, maybe he broke his legs and he's handicapped to a wheelchair. Many people don't remember Todd Snap. He was the one from the Pokemon Season 1 and 2, back when Generation 1 or 2 were very, very prevalent and extremely, hugely, without a shadow of a doubt, they were very, what was it? Oh, I'm trying to think of the word for it. What was it? Very relatable. Not even relatable, valid. Nowadays, they were very relevant at that time. Sadly, they're irrelevant now since, Kalos region, the 6th generation is the more relevant thing nowadays. But back then, there's some old school Gen 1ers like me. When I wouldn't really call myself a Gen 1er, because I do love all the generations, I'm gonna lie. I mean, I didn't like 3rd gen a little bit, or 4th gen was kind of weird, but I liked it after a while. 5th and 6th gen, it took me a little bit longer to get used to, but I got used to it, So pretty much there's that theory, and then there's other theories about Pokemon Snap being evil because, Todd is using these abusive balls, like the Pester balls. And I don't know if it's just me, but those Pester balls look like the little Google Chrome icon symbol for some reason. I don't know why. Was Game Freak and Nintendo, I don't know. Were they the ones behind the creation of Google? Even though Google, it existed at that time, but it wasn't as powerful as it is now. Like, obviously, it takes a lot of control over YouTube, which I'm using right now. So yeah, there's that. And then there's other reasons to believe that, like, this is a theory how Pokemon Snap is evil because he's able to breathe outer space, and he's taking pictures of Mew and Mewtwo. And it's kind of weird because it was really fucking extremely hard to get Mewtwo. Obviously, I didn't own a Nintendo 64. I only owned PS1. During that time, as a 90s kid, I owned the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, NES, SNES, the PS1, and then even Sega Saturn, and Dreamcast, unfortunately. But I sold that shit off. a long time ago. So those are the 6, maybe 7 different consoles I had. I didn't have nothing else until way later on. But yeah, other than that, that breaks down the first theory, why he's able to like read outer space, and why do none of the Pokemon attack him. How come it only goes up front, how Professor Oak, he teleports into different portals of the island and shit like that. It's kind of weird. It's fucking mind-blowing when you think about it. Now the second biggest theory, this was from Avi, aka shout out to Octavia. Avi, he's cool as shit. He brought up another theory about, do Ash and Red live in the same Pokemon universe? Now this one was a little bit out there. I was a little skeptic about it at first, but it made a lot of sense. It's got like 300 views right now, so shout out to him. I mean, he's got less views, less subs than I do. I got like 475 at this moment in time as I'm making this video. And as you saw through the pictures by now, you could probably realize that there's going to be a lot of Pokemon theories I'm going to be talking about. After this, I got 3 more and I'm done. The other 3 are going to be very short, trust me. And that was from Metro Tech University from 2 months ago. But let's get on to Avi's Pokemon theory. He sort of stated that they both like do live in the same universe, but the only difference is that Red is actually younger than Ash, which I sort of really don't agree, kind of sort of don't really agree with too much. Because Red existed like a year longer, so he'd probably be a year older than Ash, even though nobody knows what Ash's age is. He's going to be, that 10 forever thing, you know. And I've done 2 theories about it about a year and a half ago. The whole Ash in a coma thing, which got over 1,000 fucking views, that one. And then Ash's Eternal Happiness, which got like 800-900 views right now. So, shit ton of fucking views. That's when I was a lot more bigger. Unfortunately, I don't get as many views because of stupid fucking, the thumbnail picture thing doesn't work very much. That's why you only see me most of the time, unfortunately. But yeah, besides all that mess, what else can I say about this theory? He says in the other reasons why you could tell that Red's younger than Ash, and Ash is actually the only one, is that in the Pokemon Origins, if any people haven't seen that, last year, it was a really huge deal last year in September. So it's literally almost a year old now since that little 4-part miniseries came out. It was a huge ass hype fucking thing. It was like 2 months before X and Y came out. And that was just to get everyone hyped the fuck up for this whole series. There was that reason. Misty and Brock, you could tell their features got a lot older. Misty's tits got a lot bigger. And then Brock's hairstyle got a little bit more different too. So he's a lot more mature. He doesn't like go apeshit and go gaga or go fucking insanely crazy when he sees a hot ass girl like Nurse Joy or Officer Jenny or whatever. No, he's calm, cool, and fucking collective. You know, he just goes with the flow. You know, he's probably been doing a lot of yoga classes or poke classes is in this universe. But yeah, there's that little reason right there. And what more else is there to say about this theory? Oh yeah, the Giovanni and all that, like how he controlled Team Rocket, and how he's trying to find a cure for like Mewtwo, whatever. He was actually the good guy, not the bad guy. That's a whole other theory in itself. I'm not gonna get into that one. I'll probably do that in a separate theory. So be on the lookout for that shit. And what else? You can tell Professor Oak looks a lot older. It doesn't really give a lot of explanation how Blue, aka Gary, how's he like both of the same person at the same time. I haven't really thought about that. Maybe there's a separate theory in itself for that shit. And then there's another reason how he took down Team Rocket, how Red, he took down Team Rocket, he beat the Elite Four first, he took out Team Rocket first, he got his first Pokemon starter first, he beat all the gym leaders, and he got all 151 Pokemon after he caught Mew. And that was fucking it, you know? It doesn't really go into too much into detail of how it all began, or like, and then at the end of the video, I remember he says, hopefully these 2 legends will collide sooner than we think, you know? He did it all epically and stuff, and you know, I gotta give props to the dude. He's a really cool guy. I'll put the link down below his channel. He doesn't have a lot of subscribers, so check his shit out. We very much appreciate it. He's a really cool dude. And now the other 3, really, really small, less attention to detail, less high definition of videos, which is other theory, Pokemon theories, is these 3. Darkness, Evil, or Pokemon Evil, aka like the Darkness Pokemon with the Ghost type Pokemon. And the first one I'm going to talk about is Malamar. And you already saw Malamar already. I'm not going to explain it to you guys. But there was one Pokemon episode how, like, Malamar, he can actually control people's feelings, thoughts, emotions, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, like, mentally, on a higher level. Because I think it's supposed to be Dark Psychic or Dark Ghost, or Water Dark. I'm not even sure what type it is. I know it's something with water, but it might be Dark Psychic. I wouldn't be surprised. And then he says it explains the reason of the theories why you have to use that topsy-turvy ability when you turn your 3DS upside down, and he evolves into Malamar at level 30. Not really sure about that whole theory, but hey, anything is possible in the Pokemon theory universe, you know? Theory universe, on quotation marks, you know, physically doing it. And what else they say about Malamar? And that one part where he ends up controlling Officer Jenny, Team Rocket, Meowth, and Ash's friends like Clement, Serena, and Bibi. The only way he doesn't control is Ash and Pikachu. He's able to break that link. How Malamar's trying to take over the Pokemon universe, and he's actually one of the evilest ones of all time. And he's not even a legendary Pokemon. He's just an average fucking Pokemon. That theory's a little bit fucking weird. I'm not sure why, but I guess because he has evilness in his heart towards trainers, and he wants to take revenge of how many Pokemon trainers have caught his baby Inkays and Pokeballs. And I guess that's why Malamar's pissed off at the humans. That's why he wants to take over the Pokemon universe. So sort of understandable. So there's that theory, and then the other two theories are going to be a little bit out there. I'm going to start off with Sableye, or Sableye, as some people call it. So Sableye, aka Sableye. The reason why he has like a theory is that because he's actually based off of like these 3 stories that happened in real life in the state of California, Kentucky, and I think it was either Kansas, Oklahoma, or Arkansas. It was one of those 3 Midwestern places. Shout out to anyone that's living out there that's watching my video right now. You're an awesome person. Of course, everyone around the world is watching my videos. You are all awesome, but they're a little bit more awesome. You know, thumbs up for that shit. But besides all of that little like hoopla, let's see. Well, with Sableye, you know, they said that they were like alien, like demon-looking things, or like La Chupacabras. They had like these goat killer things that were going into people's crops and stealing shit, which is fucking creepy as hell. And they say they looked a lot like fucking Sableye, and I don't really like buy into that stuff too much. You know, I do believe there's fucking aliens out there. There's a lot of ET extraterrestrial probably shit watching us all the fucking time, but I'm not gonna get too insanely into that. That's usually my alternative media videos. But I will say this: they said that like his eyes were shining when he was stealing crops, killing pigs and chickens. He was killing a lot of the farm animals and eating their insides and like their guts, their hearts, and their brains in real life. And that shit is a little fucking creepy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that was no animal. That was probably some demon that walks this earth in real life that's doing that shit. And that's fucking scary as hell. And to make it look like a close resemblance to Sableye, that's fucking creepy as shit. You know, I probably used one of my shotguns to blow that fucker to bits. I saw that thing and were like, not Sableye, the thing that it's based off of. And it's like little green aliens. And then he says something about Legend of Zelda, the Majora's Mask, having a connection to this theory. That's a whole theory in itself. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to touch base too much with that part of the theory. I'll do that maybe in a separate video. Who knows, if I still remember, I might forget. And then the second theory about Sableye is that it's really popular in pop culture with like a lot of anime, manga series, and movie series in Japan. A lot of Japanese people love the crap out of this science fiction, sci-fi, horror version of anime, and its darker tone of like hentai and like sentai type of series and shit like that. So that pretty much explains all of Sableye's background and his theory. And this other last and finally not least Pokemon theory, honchkrow, the big boss Pokemon. Nothing's new about this honchkrow because a lot of people already knew that its hat, its fedora that it wears after it evolves from Murkrow when you use the dust stone on it, pretty much it looks like a fedora like the Mafia boss. If any people haven't seen old school Mafia movies like I have, like The Godfather, Goodfellas, Scarface in a way, sort of, kind of, sort of. What else? That movie with fucking, what's his name? Joe Pesci, I think that was Goodfellas. Raging Bull, that shit was fucking awesome. De Niro and Joe Pesci. And then a couple other ones, like even that show, the one dude that died about 2-3 years ago. The one that was from, I forgot the fucking name for it. What was it? I forgot the name of it, but The Sopranos. If any people have ever seen any of that shit, like I'm a big fanboy of that shit. What else was Mafia type of related? And then Gangster Squad movie that came out like 2010. Or if you ever played that Grand Theft Auto game, not Grand Theft Auto game, that Rockstar Games, which was called LA Noire, or LA Noire. Which, shout out to my girl, Myrisa, Mystic Phoenix, if you're watching this. You are an awesome girl. Keep up your stuff. You're you're an amazing, beautiful, wonderful person. Check her stuff out. I'll put her link down in the description box below if you want to check her stuff out. But yeah, Mystic Phoenix, she's awesome. She's doing a Let's Play of that. She's finishing it up. I know it's very late to saying that now, but better late than never. Yeah, it's based about... honchkrow is pretty much based on the Big Boss Pokemon, a lot of mafia, like Italian mobster type of movies. And then they said that, like, the back of its broom, the back of its tail is supposed to be resemblance of a witch's broom, so it's supposed to represent spells and magic and wizardry and all that shit combined in a fucking one small Pokemon, which is big Pokemon, really. Sorry about that. Yeah, but anyways, with honchkrow, the 3 honchkrow that like decide to like follow honchkrow's rules and orders, they get like rewarded and everything. So honchkrow tells everything in the orders and the obedience and like all their little strategies. He tells the honchkrow what to do and how to do it. He wants to know what time, what place, what area that this shit gets done. And then the honchkrow, if one of them, even one, disobeys what the Big Boss honchkrow Mafia Godfather honchkrow says what it's gonna do. It's obviously it's a kid's game, so I can't shoot it or kill it or make it sleep with the fishes and put cement on its shoes and drown it to death. No. I think he disobeys his orders, and if he gets his orders disobeyed, then honchkrow cuts all communications with that honchkrow and hates it for the rest of his life permanently, and has no remorse or no signs of relief or affection for it anymore. It's just gone. It's dead to him. Emotionally and mentally it's dead to him, not physically, because this is Pokemon. They gotta faint. They can't die. And with that said, that's all the top 5 craziest freaking Pokemon theories of 2014. So, like I do say, peace out once again. Bros, women, bronies, and pegasisters. I will see when I see you guys every day, every night, wherever you're at around the world. Keep it calm, keep it cool, keep it chill, keep it collective. Don't drink smoke weed at the same time. Don't drink the reckless. See you soon. See you around. Peace out, ladies. Goodbye. I will see you guys next time. And stay tuned. There's more videos coming soon. All that good shit. I'm gone. I'm getting the fuck out of here. And until next time, guys, peace the fuck out. I will see you in the next video. See you all next time. And yeah, goodbye. I'm out of here. And take care, everyone. I'm out.